everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you haven't been here before, my name is Debbie. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As you read in the title, we are talking about low porosity hair and the things that you can do to manage it a little bit easier. But I'm here to help. I've been natural since 2014 is when I started to transition, so I have 6 years of experience dealing with low porosity hair. So girl, I got you. We in this together. I'm here. I got you. But before we start this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button so you can see more from me. And let's just jump straight into the first tip. Okay, just to give you guys kind of like a vague description of what low porosity hair is, I kind of looked up a definition, and it basically is when the structure of your hair doesn't easily allow moisture to be absorbed into the hair shaft. So basically the cuticles in your hair are pretty much shut or close to being shut, so that way a lot of moisture just isn't getting into your hair shaft and it creates just dry hair, and it makes your hair more frizzy, more tangled, more dry, and it's just not fun to deal with because our hair is already enough being curly. And when you have hair that just doesn't allow moisture to get in, it makes the battle so much harder. So for my first tip, it has to do with deep conditioning. So whenever you deep condition your hair, you should be using heat, whether it's a hooded dryer or you're using a what's it called, a steamer. Is it the steamer that people use? Just heat. That allows the cuticles in the hair shaft to open up, and that way the moisture can get into your hair and it's moisturized and it's not dry. But when you're not using heat, there's a less chance of your hair truly becoming moisturized. It might be soft, but there's a difference between soft hair and moisturized hair. And I also recommend that when you're using any conditioning products, so if you're using a leave-in, I would recommend maybe spraying your hair with warm water, and that'll kind of easily allow the moisture to get into the hair shaft. Okay, so tip number 2 is to opt for a spray leave-in conditioner versus just a cream leave-in, or to add some water to your regular leave-in conditioner. For instance, whenever I use a really thick leave-in conditioner, there's always kind of like a film on top of my hair, or it's just white. Like you can tell all of the product has not made it inside the hair, and that's because it hasn't. But when I use a spray leave-in conditioner, I don't have that problem at all. Miel Organics has a really good one. I'll insert a picture somewhere up here that you can try. That one is really good. I believe Curls Blueberry Bliss line has a really good one too. I'll try to insert a picture of that one as well. Those two are really, really good. If you don't want a spray leave-in conditioner, you really like the thickness of your regular leave-in conditioner, then maybe just mix it with some water. Okay, tip number 3 is my favorite. So clarify your hair. Clarify your hair, girl. Clarify your hair, okay? Low porosity hair gets built up so fast, and if you're using a lot of thick creams, if you're using a lot of gels, oils, nothing's gonna be able to get inside of that hair shaft because there's just so much pout on top of it. So by clarifying your hair, you're removing all of it. It's a clean slate. I feel like in the natural community, we don't talk much about clarifying because we think it will strip your hair. From experience, it doesn't. It cleans your hair, and you need that for low porosity hair. You need that clean slate so that moisture is able to get in. If you are only using a co-wash, you need to use something stronger. If you're using a sulfate-free shampoo, that is better, but I would recommend using a clarifying shampoo at least maybe once or twice a month. It makes such a huge difference. I promise you. It is my number 1 tip. It's my favorite thing to do. Whenever your hair starts to get really frizzy, if you notice that your curl pattern is just it's just not popping, like the curls just aren't popping, it's not right, nothing you do is making your curls look right, you're trying all these different products and nothing's really working, try clarifying your hair. It works wonders. I'm actually gonna, let me grab the one that I use so I can show you which one I got. Okay, so this is the clarifying shampoo. I got this one from Sally's and it's about $10. It's the Quantum clarifying shampoo. It is really good. It doesn't strip my hair and make it feel dry. It's a huge bottle. It's 33.8 ounces and it was only about like $10 or $11, but it works wonders. Tip number 4 kind of piggybacks off of tip number 3, and this one is to wash your hair more often. Now, we already went into how low porosity hair gets more buildup, so if you're getting more buildup, you should be washing your hair a little bit more. If not washing your hair more, then using products that aren't as thick so that you don't build up as fast. For me, I have to wash my hair at least twice a week. Like minimum, it has to be twice a week. My hair can't really, I can go a full week, but I notice that my hair feels a lot better. It's less tangled, it's healthier when I wash my hair at least 2 times a week, sometimes 3. If you feel like shampooing twice might be too much for your hair, try to break it up and do a shampoo and a co-wash and just kind of see how that works for you. But washing your hair more often, it's a good routine to build if you have low porosity hair. Last but not least is to not overdo it with your products. And this is something that I learned when I cut off all my hair. And no, it's not just because my hair is shorter, but I noticed that I really don't need that much hair. I mean, girl, I need my hair. I really don't need that much product to get the job done. I really started to experiment with using like the actual recommended amount of the product, like the nickel size, the quarter size, whatever is on the bottle, but that actually works. So what I do with my hair is I really try to not only rake the product in, but I really try to like really smooth the hair. Like I'll kind of do, I'm trying to see if you can see, like I'll really smooth the product in like that to make sure that it really gets into the hair. And I find that that works well, but you really don't need as much product as you think you do. And as for using oils, that's kind of a preferred choice. I'm not telling you not to use oils, but if you do opt to use oils, especially in the winter time when your hair can get a little bit more dry, or if you feel like your hair just needs an oil, try to opt for something that's a little bit thinner, maybe like squalane oil. You can get that one from The Ordinary, or grapeseed oil, which is a little bit thinner. So try to use stuff that's just not as thick so that you don't have that much buildup. And yeah, that is it for all of my tips. I hope that this was useful for you. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask me and just comment them down below. Let me know what else you guys want to see from me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.